Okay, today we're here with
Terry Bockovich
from
Down to Earth Community Gardens.
And I've been wanting to do a video with her for a long time now. I met her a couple of years ago. Well, I'm not going to tell you what she does. She's going to tell you what she does. What do you do?
So I'm so glad that you came out, Victor. What Down to Earth Community Gardens does is we are a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our goal is to provide free access and free resources for absolutely anybody to grow food and to grow a little bit extra to give.
Okay. So you set up these community gardens?
Yeah, since 2016, we have added 1,134 new gardens.
Holy buckets.
I know, they're almost absolutely
Wow.
everywhere. They're in schools, food banks, senior centers, health clinics. They are at churches and food banks. They are at first responders. They are in sidewalk swaths. They're at domestic family services, Cocoon House, family housing, like Housing Hope. They are everywhere. We had our last garden in...
I am genuinely like, wow.
Well, so this is where it gets really wow. This is where it gets really fun to me, is the amount of resources that it requires to build a new garden space to grow a lot of food, especially for schools. It's considerable. We have this amazing partnership with Cedar Grove Compost, and they have multiple locations throughout Western Washington. But they give every single one of our projects, and this is every single year, not just one time, every single year in perpetuity, 10 free yards of compost. That amount is well more than enough for schools and every other location that wants to have this, a really great growing space, plus extra if they want to improve their landscaping soil.
My personal favorite bagged compost is Cedar Grove.
They really have the best quality.
I really like them a lot.
I mean, when I like to visit soil companies every year, and I really like to take a look at the quality, because I'm not a huge fan of things that have a lot of waste, where you can see more plastic and glass particles than soil. And by far, Cedar Grove and their sifting process has been the most effective.
Well, we're live. No, we're not really.
Besides making your own, this is the next best thing. Through the roof. Seed companies are strategically producing enough to get the highest profit. You're looking at paying for heirloom seeds now $6 a packet and more. For starts, $8 to $20 for tomatoes.
Yeah, I personally couldn't afford to garden if I had to do everything with starch.
Right?
I couldn't afford it.
This is why we work with volunteers, because if we work with volunteers just like you, like what you gave us last year with spinach and some other really great veggies to share, but at $8 a start for a leafy green, it's not accessible to anybody. For those of us that never had a working budget in order to grow a garden, it means we get creative, and that's the joy of what I get to teach, is how do we do this without spending any money?
What do you think the biggest mistake, I guess, would be that a brand new gardeners make?
That's a really good question, because I've made the same mistakes. You know, as an educator, you really want to know your microsystem. You know, you want to know your sunlight. You want to know, what kind of exposure you're getting in different areas of your yard. If you don't know that, you're probably going to end up planting the wrong things in the wrong places, and you're not going to get results.
That's a good one.
That's probably one of the things that is something I point out the most when I'm giving a site visit, because I do those as well for free. So if you have a location and you're really not sure where the best place is to put anything, that's what I'm there for. I can show you where the sun's going to be throughout the year so that you can plan and grow in all 4 seasons. Well, as a new gardener, you get a seed packet, right? You're going to plant the whole thing, aren't you?
You're going to try.
Yeah, but it's not a good idea.
No.
That's enough for like a farm.
It is.
That's enough to feed 20 or 30 people. And I think people don't realize that when they have a seed pack, you don't need to plant all of it.
I'm new to gardening, and I've got 15 varieties of tomatoes, 16,000 different cucumber varieties, a million different heads of lettuce, and
Raise his hand, guilty.
and that's, but you've got some experience now behind your back, and you want to work into that.
Yeah.
I think you're much better off to pick 2 varieties of tomatoes.
Yeah.
1, maybe 2 cucumbers if you got the space for them.
Yeah.
And just get a win under your belt.
Yes.
Get a couple of wins.
Yeah.
You can build up to more complicated stuff.
Start small.
Yes.
Because I promise you will get overwhelmed every single time.
Every time.
And
we need new gardeners.
And when we don't have those successes, it's just bursting that bubble of hope and possibility.
Yes.
And the imagination kind of goes away.
Just slow down.
Yeah.
Get a win under your belt.
Mm-hmm.
Learn the little microclimates in your backyard. Just don't try to grow everything all at once your first year, because you're gonna fail.
Yeah, just start with a few things that you absolutely love. And when I talk to people during site visits, I like to ask them as we decide what they're going to do. Imagine yourself at the grocery store. Behind the cart, you're pushing it along through the produce aisle. What are you usually buying for your family? What are you not adding to that cart because of cost? Can we change that? Our schools don't have funding for these projects. I am handing over everything that they need. That day, I am bringing the people to them. That day, we can change the game. And what I have found is that, if we see kids with behaviors, if we see kids with learning disabilities, kids with anxiety, stress in their lives, with trauma, you name it, if you bring them into these spaces, it's a 180 for them. And I get calls from parents. What did you do to my kid? They won't stop talking about sage that was purple. They thought it was the coolest thing ever, that it was purple. And, those are the core memories that kids are building, that we are creating for free.
Is there anything else you want to add?
And we do have a pruning class coming up February 7th. It's 11 a.m. to 1.
What are you pruning? What kind of?
We are going to be teaching how to prune blueberries, hydrangeas, and other landscape shrubs.
Okay.
And I'm sure that other things will get mixed in, because we always have lots of questions from attendees and students who it may not apply to the class, but it's a great opportunity. We have one of our board members, Barb Harmon, will be teaching that class along with me, and she's been a veteran master gardener for a long time. It's a minute away from my garden here. It's located at 2520 Soper Hill Road in Lake Stevens, 98258. The class is free. We have, thanks to our host, Andy Tran, he is setting up his knife sharpening station, and people can bring in their knives to sharpen up if they want to do that. It takes 2 to 5 minutes to do. Now, everything we do is free. We are completely 100% donation based. I don't take a salary. I never have. I don't ever intend to. There's never, that's never been part of the mission for me. So donations are absolutely accepted. People can make donations online through downtoearthcommunitygardens.com. They can abbreviate that at dtecg.com. They can visit the Facebook page. We go through a program called Zephy, which is so cool for nonprofits. It's just like any other PayPal or Zelle program. So it's totally safe and secure, but they do not charge nonprofits any fees. So every single penny of your donation supports school gardens, not something that's administrative.
Wow.
It's a really great resource for us. So we have saved thousands of dollars
Wow.
in fees
That's really impressive.
were donated instead.
That's really impressive in this day and age.
It's a really great tool. And if nonprofits aren't aware of it, I'm here to help.
What's the name of that?
Zeffy.
Zeffy?
Zeffy.
Thank you for talking with me today. I'd like to do this again sometime.
Anytime.